You can get stronger on the hills. And I don't care whether you're really new to running, beginner runner, elite, only is it gonna make you a faster runner, but also hills are like the secret strength booster, okay? So you're gonna just feel better and you're gonna look ridiculously good. And number one, okay, I am not kidding with this one. You may vote me off the planet, but you got to change how you talk about hills. I know, mental power is a big thing. And I know you might be rolling your eyes like, come on, Kate, but seriously, instead of saying, oh my gosh, I stink up hills. Oh my gosh, hills hurt so bad. Not the hills. You're gonna be like, I love hills. No. I love hills. I want all the hills. I'm so strong up hills. Hills got nothing on me. It's really important. So we're gonna change our mindset. From this day forward, you're gonna just convince yourself that you love hills, that you are the hill king or queen. It doesn't matter. You gotta say it. I don't want to tell you stuff that everyone else tells you. They'll say, do hill repeats. That's fine. Hill repeats are fine, but I actually don't even do hill repeats. It's a little best secret. I do some other things to get myself strong up hills. Okay, here's the deal. Every tempo run I have, the 4 to 5, 6 mile runs, I send them on the hilliest loop I can find. Oh yeah, and you know what? This works even if you're going into the flattest race possible, Berlin, Chicago marathons. You got to train on the hills. You will only get faster on the flats. I'm not kidding. So I send my tempo runs through the hills. I mean, really all the runs I do are pretty hilly. This is key. Another trick for getting up those hills is, for me, not looking straight up that hill. I do not like it. It doesn't work. What I like is like looking 8 to 10 feet in front of me. So you're not dropping your chin down and you're not looking straight up, but you just put those eyes 8 to 10 feet in front and you zone out. Right? No one wants to see the whole hill in front of them, but this is a huge trick. You will fly up the hill and it just gets you focused. 8 to 10 feet in front. That's it. A little tilt down, but not all the way down, okay? And not all the way up. We don't want to see like that whole, what's coming ahead of us, right? For my repeats, which I don't do traditional repeats where you run up, you jog down, you run up. No, I don't like that, okay? So I am a strides girl. Those are the 20, 30 second bursts of speed where you take maybe a minute shuffle recovery in between. What I do once a week is, now I build these strides into like a 7 to 10 mile run, build them right into the meat of the run. I will do my hill stride. What they are is you basically search out the base of a hill, and when you find one, you just fly up it 30 seconds, okay? And then your recovery is to the next base of a hill. And they don't have to be huge hills, right? But just like an incline. And what then you're really working is all that form, all that good stuff. You're getting that strength, you're building that power. These are so important. So I love my stride hills. Those are my secret sauce, okay? The treadmill. Boston, New York City Marathon, these hills, the average grade is 4%, the steepest being 6.5%. I know it feels like more, but it's just not true. So these treadmills, if we're going up to 10%, 15%, the steeper the incline, the more we're going to just get fit climbing, especially on the roads, and also very useful when you get into the steep climbs and the trails. We definitely need those 15% grades on the treadmill to prepare us. But here's the deal. You don't have to run all of them, okay? For as long as I can remember, I have done walking on an uphill, very fast, very aggressive walking. Like if you do 4.0 at 15%, that's 15-minute mile, you will hurt. I don't care who you are. That's tough. And then I work in sneaky little bits of 10 to 15 second burst of power up those hills. Now, when I do my marathon workouts, I actually run at 0%. There is reason why I do this, but then at the end, I'll add 1 to 2 miles where I am going at 10 to 15%, mostly walking with small bursts of power. And this helped translate it to ultra marathons. It's translated to the road. Lots of benefits there. But you have to be careful because if you go right on to 15% and you start like flying uphill, you don't want to get injured. So start with walking. And then maybe add some small bursts of power, which are going to be slower than you think because 15% is real hard to go up. I tend to run with when I'm really pushing my runs, I tend to run with like a bigger, more open stride. And I used to do this when I approached a hill and I just felt like almost exhausted, right? Gravity was pulling me to it. Like, it was really kicking my butt. So I shortened my strides when I climbed. Now, you might be the opposite. You might be short strides and you might like to lengthen your stride up the climbs, but you gotta find what works best for you. I think most people would benefit with shorter strides up the hill, and it just helps you. It just helps you climb a little bit better. Working shorter strides up the hills can really help, and then also just checking in with yourself, because sometimes we're like really clenching when we climb. And clenching, which is like a terrible, really horrible word, but if we're clenching, we're probably slowing. So always check in with yourself as you're going up. Be like, are my fits cleansed? Are my butt cheeks cleansed? Like, is everything falling apart? Make sure you're really kind of relaxed, okay? Relaxed uphill running is faster uphill running. Stair climbers, stair repeats kind of build those muscles. I do that sometimes, especially going into longer ultra marathons where you have climbs for days. Stairs are really, really a powerful weapon for your up in the ante for hills. Now, we cannot forget strength training, okay? Strength training will also correlate to better hill climbing, and one of my favorite things is to add a little bit of walking lunges right after the run, okay? This doesn't always feel the best, and it's a little moan and groan. Walking lunges really put you into your legs are kind of fatigued, and now you gotta like power through them. They are superb. I really, there's nothing else that kicks you quite like the walking high rep lunge. Also, plyometrics, okay? I'm talking about, just woo! Getting some power in those legs. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but there are different workouts you can do to really add power, which are gonna power you up. So here it is. Getting stronger on the hills. What are we doing? You're sending your workouts through the hills, okay? You're searching out those hills. You do those strides, the stride hills, where you find the hills and you are bursting up those inclines. Stairs are especially beneficial if you have really long climbs or you're going into ultra marathons. Then we're doing strength training, the walking lunge right after a run, high rep walking lunge, plyometrics. But then the biggest thing that we covered was, remember, mentally, we are an animal on the hill. We are so good on hills, and we love hills. Mentally, we just love hills. That's it. Now you're good to go.